Retiring versus never retiring. Why working is good for you and why you should never want to retire. Often, the life plan that people adopt is to work whilst you're young, and eventually, when you hit retirement age, you stop working. And through your pension, you enjoy your life, doing the things you've always wanted to do but never got around to doing them. After all, that's what retirement is for, right? You can do the things that you enjoy, and you have all the time in the world to do them. No deadlines, no work the next day or next week. Complete freedom. However, we want to present a different view. Nothing too radical, but we wanted to propose a different way, breaking down the overall retirement into smaller chunks, spread over time, and completely removing it from the last phase of your life. What? I hear you say? No retirement? Hear me out. Let me explain. For a moment, let's consider a different way. Let's say we have some mini retirement breaks when you're young in your 20s, 30s, 40s, as well as when you're older in your 50s, 60s, and 70s. By mini retirement breaks, we're actually talking about 2 to 4 week breaks, or longer if you can, during the year. This way of thinking is somewhat different to your average holiday per year, where you may take a 1 to 2 week break. It's actually focusing the mind on the long term and building your skill set in such a way that it builds upon previous successes, one on top of another, taking a break and pushing further. This may involve doing some side business initially alongside your full-time job. This way, you'll work for a longer duration overall, but enjoy extended periods of time to relax, recharge your batteries, sharpen your vision, and when you're back to work, you're on your next project or taking your business to the next level. This is more of a lifestyle design tip and change in terms of your outlook on life. This may take time for you to build up to this way of life, as you will want to be doing work that you enjoy, be willing to push forward daily, and then take an extended break to recharge and coming back to build further. Every year, moving forward, building on the last. Let's take a brief overview of the two approaches. Approach number 1. Retiring when you're older and giving up work. You work hard and save or invest over time. Once you have enough to retire at 60 to 70 years old or earlier if you're lucky, you're now in a position to retire and live your life of freedom. Approach number 2. Taking mini retirement breaks, working for longer, and never really retiring. You have no plan to retire, you love your work, and you love learning. You take mini retirements every 4 to 12 months. You want to work for as long as possible, but work on the things you enjoy. You never really retire, but you reduce the hours you work over time. We would advocate taking mini retirements over time and working as long as you can. Here are the reasons why. Number 1. When most people retire fully, they slow down and the drive for life reduces. The first 6 months is great, but after that, the extra time isn't as fun as it once was. Of course, this isn't always the case, but in general, this is how most spend their retirement. Number 2. If you retire, you'll feel like you're not really learning or growing. Number 3. You wait for a lifetime for this time to come when you can retire, but you're older now and likely will not have the same time as you once would have done had you been younger. Number 4. The person who never retires is always contributing, active, and hopefully learning. This reduces their working hours down over the years, but they're always occupied and creating something or helping in some way through their work. Number 5. They've enjoyed trips all over the world every year, and this time has allowed them to recharge and clear their mind, as well as gain more motivation to do more with their life. There is no right or wrong answer. Which option would you choose, and why? Give us your thoughts in the comments.